Good evening, and thanks for tuning in to Ezra's Report, Cornell's only real news source.
Today we'll talk about a crazy new internet trend. I'm Hannah.
And I'm Drew, and this is
Ezra's Report. 7-Eleven sales slumped this week in response to outrageous weather conditions. The issue was not getting to the store, but rather paying for a beverage that the skies were offering pro bono.
In other local news, if you're itching to flavor your free Slurpee courtesy of Ithacation, look no further than Ithaca's emerging maple syrup industry. That's right, out of the 300 million maple trees in New York, only 1% are being used to tap for maple syrup. Thankfully, there are advocates for a New York-based maple syrup industry right here in Ithaca, and support for that untapped business venture is growing.
According to experts, Vermont is currently the nation's leader in maple syrup production, even though they technically have less maple trees than New York does. Naturally, this is unacceptable. New York, it's time to step it up. We can't let Vermont have this victory over us. Sure, we have the Statue of Liberty, Broadway, the UN, and the Hamptons. We've got the beauty of the Finger Lakes, 2 Ivy League schools, and an Olympic site. And a former senator who is now the Secretary of State. But that does not mean we can slack on maple syrup and let Vermont beat us. Sure, they have gay marriage before we did. But what did we do? We took it back. We are New Yorkers, and we don't lose.
All Cornellians who are fans of drinking, music, or standing on the 45-degree angled slope for an extended period of time were less than thrilled when Kendrick Lamar was finally announced as the Slope Day opening act this year. I'm sorry, our fact checkers just informed me that he will be the Slope Day headliner. Commented one student, "Is that the girl from Pitch Perfect?"
Regardless of mixed feelings about this superstar, students were comforted to hear that 2 actually famous singers are in fact coming to Cornell this spring, John Legend and Bob Dylan. A follow-up story that Bob Dylan is in fact still alive was released by the campus newspaper immediately after the announcement. Both performers are expected to sell out their shows, but the question plaguing musically inclined students, why couldn't Bob Dylan be our Slope Day headliner?
Come on, Slope Day Programming Board. 20,000 drunk students sitting on the slope singing like a Rolling Stone? Now that's a party. In campus science news, we're not going to talk about Bill Nye. Professor of Psychology David Smith is currently conducting groundbreaking research on the science of memory. Smith believes he has found a more effective way of getting people to memorize random figures.
Smith was, however, unable to present his findings to a peer review board, as he forgot to bring his notes to the presentation.
In sports news, congratulations are in order to the women's hockey team who won its 4th consecutive ECAC title and the Ivy League championship. The secret to their success? Not being distracted by an audience. I mean, that must be how the women's team kicked ass this year and are upholding Cornell's hockey rep, unlike the men's team who just came off a 7-week losing streak. Awkward.
In national news, Hugh Jackman was laid miserable after losing the Academy Award for Best Actor to Daniel Day-Lewis for Lewis's performance of Lincoln in the creative Spielberg title, Lincoln. Jackman is confident that he will be back next year, however, as he is sure that his new movie, X-Men 6: The Wolverine, will earn him the Oscar. I'm Hannah.
And I'm Drew. And this has been Ezra's Report.